Do you want to learn how to create this beautiful HTML, CSS, and JavaScript calculator? In this video, we're gonna make it together. Hey guys, my name's Ben and welcome to Codiarch. Before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe my channel, leave me a comment, and like my video if you liked it. So without any further ado, let's start creating our beautiful calculator. Let's go. All right, now let's create our folder. Let's call it calculator, and let's go inside the folder and open VS Code. All right. Now we're going to create our, let me zoom, create our index.html and style CSS and index.js. So let's create our HTML snippets. We're going to call the title calculator. And we need Google Fonts, Poppins, get the font, get embed code, and let's copy this one and bring it into title. Let's comment here, fonts, and paste the link here. And now let's import our CSS file, link, style.css, and before the ending body tag, we're gonna have our script src index.js. Very well. Now we are ready to move on. Let's create our container, and inside the container, we're gonna have a div with the class of buttons. Let me run the project before we start. Let me create an h1 here, write hello, and let's run the project. So this is the project. Let me just make this one smaller. This is it. So this is the hello. I'm gonna erase it. So the container is here, and we have a div with the class of buttons, and we're gonna write here buttons. Inside the buttons, we're gonna create a button, and we're gonna say the data value is gonna be AC, and we're gonna write AC here. As you can see, now the AC is here. I'm gonna copy this button 4 times, and here we write del, and percent, and the last one should be the divide icon. Now AC, del, percent, and the divide icon. So now let's continue. We're gonna create 4 more buttons. All right, now let's make 4 more buttons, and we're gonna call this one number 7, and this one should be number 8, number 9, and we're gonna make this one the subtraction. All right, so you see the changes. Now let's create another 4 buttons, and inside these buttons, we're gonna create a 4, 5, 6, and sorry, this subtraction should be multiplication. So you have to change this one and change the value as well. So 7, 8, 9 and multiplication, and 4, 5, 6 and subtraction. or minus. And let's go for 4 more buttons. And here we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and here we're gonna have the addition operator. So let's create 4 more buttons, and this one's gonna be 0. It's gonna be 00. It should be dot, and this one should be equal. So it's gonna be equal. It should be dot. 00 is gonna be the value, and 0. That's it. Now, I think we have everything all set up. Let's go to our CSS file. Before we do anything, we're gonna give it a default style margin 0, padding 0, box sizing border box, and font family is gonna be Poppins. The body is gonna have a height of 100 view height, and display is gonna be flex. Align item is gonna be center, and justify content is gonna be center. So you can see that our buttons are located in the center of our page. We're gonna give it a background color of 21, 22, 27. Very good. And let's select the container. We're gonna give it a position of relative, and background color is gonna be 0f1017. And container, just give me one moment. Yes, very good. And we're gonna have a max width of 300 pixels. The padding should be 25 pixels. Very good. And we're gonna have a width of 100%. Border radius should be 12 pixels. And box shadow should be 0.5 pixels, 10 pixels, RGBA, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0.5. I think we don't need the box shadow because the project is dark, so we don't need it. Let's just erase it, let it go. And let's go for the display. Oh, sorry, I forgot the input. We're gonna have to create an input here. And the input is, the type should be text, and the class should be display. And well, now let's go to styles and select this display, and we're gonna give it a height of 80 pixels. We're gonna give it a width of 100%, so it covers the whole width, and we should give it a margin bottom of 10 pixels, so it pushes the buttons down. And the font size should be 25 pixels, and outline should be none, border should be none. Let's give it a text align of right, and the color should be 3 E's, and background color should be 1D27. Now, that's it. Very good. Let's go now for buttons. Display should be grid. And which one is buttons? This div. This div that actually contains all of these buttons. So let's say display should be grid. Grid template columns should be repeat 4 times 1FR. So as you can see, 4 columns we have here. And let's give it a gap of 10 pixels. Very good. Now each button should have a padding of 10 pixels and a border radius of 6 pixels. See, very good. And let's give it a border of none and the background color should be 2729 to F, and the color should be 3Es. Font size is gonna be 17 pixels, and cursor should be pointer. So when we hover over these buttons, the icon of our cursor should change. Very good. Now I want to do something. I want, when I click on these buttons, a beautiful movement happens. So we actually know that we are clicking on these buttons. So let's select the button, buttons button, and we should call the active transform should be scale of 0.96. I think I did something wrong. Buttons, button, active. Oh, sorry. Why transform origin? Transform, that's it. Now, as you can see, when we click on them, it is like we're pushing the buttons. See? Very good. Now let's go for buttons dot first let's give our operators. Which ones are our operators? This button, this, and this, they are our operators. So let's give them a class of operator, because I want to change their colors. This is the one, this is the one, and this one, and this one. So now let's go for this one. This one's operator, this one's operator, and this one's, well, operator. Very good. Now I want to give it a specific color to make it look like different. Buttons dot operator, it's going to be background color should be 1D2232, and as you can see now they have a different color, so it looks more beautiful. Very good. Okay, now this is the time to go for JavaScript code. All right, so let's test our file console.log. Hello. Let me open my console here. Console, and you can see there's a hello here. Sorry. Yeah, you can see hello right here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. And now let's create our variables. Const display is going to be document.query selector. Let's see our display. What class does it have? Our display has the class of display. So using query selector, we're going to have to say dot display, because we should, with query selector, we should actually use the actually icon that shows it's whether it's a ID. If it's the ID, should be hashtag. If it's the class, should be dot, and if it's a tag, we use nothing. So it's dot display because it's a class. Now let's go for const buttons, and we're gonna say document dot query selector, but we should use all because I want to select all of them, and I use the button because I want a tag. Now if I say please console log buttons, now you can see that they are all in this node list, all of the buttons. See? Very good. So if I hover over them, you can see that these buttons are selected. So using query selector all, I could select all of the buttons in one move. So now let's say before we go for output, let's create another variable called special chars, and it's going to be an array of percentage. We're going to select our operators, and multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, and equal. Very good. Now let's define a variable called output, and we're going to put it to an empty string. So it is nothing at first. This is the calculator function based on buttons clicked. So we're going to create a function based on buttons we click on. Now let's create the arrow function. Const calculate is equal to, we're going to give it a parameter of value. And inside that we say if value is equal to equal, funny, and the output is not equal, the output is not equal to an empty string if output has percentage replace with this before evaluating. Now we say output eval output dot replace, and we're going to use the percentage and replace it with this. Now else if value is equal to AC, output is equal to nothing. Else if the value is equal to del, so we need to erase the value character by character. So we say output is equal to output dot to string dot slice 0 minus 1. So you're going to just delete it one character by character, as I told you before. And else if output is empty and button is special cars, then return. If the output is equal to empty string, means nothing, special chars, this one's actually includes value, you should return. But on the other hand, you should say output plus equal value. That's it. Now you should display that value equals output. All right, now outside the function, we're gonna say add event listener to buttons call calculate on click. Let's do that. Buttons dot for each button, we're gonna use button as the parameter. Buttons for each button. Oh, sorry, made a mistake. For each button. And let's say the button click listener calls calculate with dataset value as argument. Now what is the dataset? Now, what is the data set? This data value, right? So let's say button.add event listener. You're going to listen to click, and we're going to give it an event. It should call the calculate and target.dataset.value. Now, so we say 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. 10 times 2 is equal to 20. See, we're going to delete it one by one. We're going to say 666, then we're going to delete one by one. 90, divided by 2 is 45. Minus 5, 40. AC. We're going to delete it. So thank you guys for watching. I would appreciate it if you subscribe my channel and if you support me by leaving a comment.